Hello, Dr. Bill here. Today we're going to look at converting decimals, fractions, and percentages without a calculator. These are very important skills for the ACT, SAT, and any other standardized test that does not allow use of calculator, right? Okay, we're going to imagine this is, say, the SAT, and we need to do these conversions. And we're always going to start with the easiest thing first for the SAT. You always want to do the easiest problems first. If you find this lesson valuable, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with anyone who could use it, and hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted of all future videos. So why don't we start with 0.32, the decimal. To convert a decimal to a percentage is very simple. We simply move this decimal point 2 places to the right. So 0.32 becomes 32%. Very easy. Then when we want to do the fraction equivalent of 0.32 and 32%, we simply take the number of the percentage, which again is 32, we write that over 100, and we reduce. 32 and 100 are both even numbers. They have a common factor of 2. So let's divide both of those by 2. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And we see that we can still reduce that. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And 50 divided by 2 is 25. So the fractional equivalent of 0.32 or 32% is 8/25. Okay, let's go to the percentage, 48. Now here, if we want the decimal equivalent of 48%, we do the opposite of what we did here. For the decimal to the percentage, we move that decimal point 2 places to the right. Here, to get the decimal from the percentage, we will move that decimal point 2 places to the left, and 48% becomes 0.48. Very easy. Now again, for the fraction, we're going to put this percentage number, 48, over 100, and reduce. And again, we see both of these numbers are divisible by 2 as they're even. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And then we see we still have even numbers here, so we can reduce even more. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 50 divided by 2 is 25. So the decimal equivalent of 48%, or 0.48, is simply 12/25. Okay, let's look at how to convert fractions to decimals and then get the percentage. This is a little bit more difficult, but it's not too bad. So here we have 7/8. That's the same as 7 divided by 8. So we're going to do this. And 7 is 7.0. But let's bring it out another couple of zeros. I would like to have the 2 places to the right of the decimal point. So we always want to bring that decimal point right above. Okay, 8 goes into 78 times. And since 8 times 8 is 64, there are 6 left over. 8 goes into 60 7 times. And since 8 times 7 is 56, there are 4 left over. And 8 goes into 45 times. Therefore, 0.875 is the decimal equivalent of 7/8. Now, if we want to get that percentage, we simply, again, move that decimal point over 2 places to the right, and we get 87.5%, okay? If you didn't remember my shortcut to long division, see the video I made on how to do long division quickly and easily as we did here. Okay? All right, now here's a bonus problem. Let's go down to the bottom. We have 1/6. Then again, this is simply 1 divided by 6. So we do 1.0. And again, let's take that out a few more places, right? Bring that decimal point up. Okay, 6 goes into 10 one time. Since 1 times 6 is 6, there would be 4 left over. 6 goes into 40 6 times. And since 6 times 6 is 36, there are 4 left over. And again, 6 goes into 40 6 times. And we see that this is going to be a repeating decimal. The 6 is going to go on forever, right? So the decimal form is 0.166. Okay, now we want to do the percentage, and again we would move that decimal point over 2 places to the right, and we get 16.6. So 1/6 is 0.166 in decimal form, and 16.6%. So there you go. That's converting decimals, fractions, and percentages. Again, I hope you found this lesson valuable. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, share, hit the bell icon, and like. Okay, great, and stay tuned for more videos.